in that bus crash in Saskatchewan.
Well, I'll tell you something. I haven't had something upset me in a long time, something like that. You know, it's a wonder it hasn't happened before. People don't realize, that Western Junior, how much they travel, thousands of miles just to play a game and get right back on and go again. These guys are dedicated kids, and I'll tell you, it tears your heart out when you hear something like that.
And again, our condolences to the friends and families in Saskatchewan. Some Western players on this team this afternoon. And right now, let's return for the second period. Once again, live from Czechoslovakia, here are Don Whitman and Sherry Bassan. Don?
A full house at Zimny Stadium in Piastany, watching the action. And as you look in on the CBC network this Sunday afternoon, we hope you're enjoying this Canadian try for a gold medal as these 1986-87 World Championships conclude. Czechoslovakian television providing us with the pictures from Piastany, and Jimmy Waite, the 17-year-old goaltender, has performed brilliantly. He let in one goal in that first period, but the Soviets had 3 swipes at it before they finally nudged it past him. Shesterikov credited with the goal.
A jammed-packed group of people here to watch it. Make no mistake whose side they're on, Don. I think you alluded to that, every time we score, I think they want to see a couple more. And
well, earlier, Czechoslovakia had a chance to win the gold, to clinch the gold, as they faced Finland. Had Czechoslovakia won, the gold medal would have stayed right here. However, Finland won. They defeated Czechoslovakia 5-3. That sets the stage for this gold medal battle, Canada against the Soviet Union. The Soviets don't have a chance for the gold medal, for a medal of any color, as a matter of fact. But Canada, if it can win this game by 5 goals, will clinch the gold medal. If they win by 4, they will be tied with Finland for points. Because the 2 teams in round-robin play tied at 6, then they go into goals for and against, a quotient system to determine which side gets the gold. They'll get out the calculators. It's important not only how many goals you score, but how many you give up. We have skiing coming on Sports Weekend, coming your way later on this afternoon from Switzerland. But right at the moment, we're ready to drop the puck for the start of the second period in Piastany, Czechoslovakia. The Canadian team after the gold medal. The puck in across the Canadian line, and it's a delayed offside called against the Soviets.
Apparently those scores in the earlier games were Finland 5, Czech 3, I guess, Sweden 8, USA nothing, which is really a surprise because that was a medal game. And Poland 8, Switzerland 3. So Poland stays in the A group, and Switzerland goes back to the B group. There'll be joy in Poland tonight.
What is interesting about that Swedish victory is that all 4 Swedish wins in the tournament were by shutout.
That's a great trivia quiz.
Canada's Dayana faking the shot. Elnuk, it's underneath Ivanikov, as Elnuk was unable to jam it past him on the setup from Lada. Lada faked the shot, slid it across, and Ivanikov made the save.
Elnuk did a good job of just controlling the puck. You'll notice the pass in his skate. He brings it up to his stick, which was a nice job. It would just happen to be the pass a little bit into his feet and behind him. Does a great job. The youngster from Foam Lake, Saskatchewan. I know the town well, Don. I know the town well. Give him credit representing our country. There's Bert Templeton, who's in this tournament with 5 of his players, by the way, that from North Bay that are playing for USA, Canada, and him coaching the Canadian team.
Probably explains to some extent why those emotions were running so high in that game between Canada and the United States.
One versus the other. Matter of fact, it was one of his players thrown out.
From the face-off, Shesterikov tries to bring it out. It's deflected by Shanahan up into the crowd and out of play. You may notice that the Canadian team is wearing black armbands, and that's in memory of the players with the Swift Current Broncos who were killed in that tragic bus accident on New Year's Eve.
An absolute tragedy, a tragedy beyond description, Don. I know the world is full of tragedies, but those of us involved with this sport and the vibrant young men that play it find this tragedy most difficult to accept. And so to the families, Don, from those of us and yourself and myself, and those of us in the sport, and especially in the Canadian Major Junior Hockey League, I want to express our deepest and most sincere sympathy.
Penalty coming up. And the Canadian squad will have a manpower advantage for the first time in the game. Galchenyuk going off. A slashing call. No, make that Malakoff going off to the penalty box.
Malakoff, who plays for the Moscow Spartak, and there's the World Championship puck that somebody has got a souvenir for, and you won't get it from him either, I'll tell you that, no matter what you want to give him. Now, we're going to get a look at the specialty team from the other side. Now we're going to look at their power play and their man advantage. They've done such an outstanding job shorthanded. Now they got a chance to really take a commanding lead here.
And right now, when we talked about the Swift Current Bronco car accident, they are observing a moment of silence here in the Piastany Stadium.